Hi everyone, and welcome to Upthought Financial. We're going to explore a topic today that I think you'll be really interested in. So hold in there with us and here we go. So today we're going to talk about two sections. Sections number one is going to be about our job. We've been told to believe certain things about our job that I think we need to undo. We need to unthink because our jobs play an important role in our future, in our financial success, but not quite the way that we've been taught. And two, we're going to talk about how to undo that, or at least reposition us into a place where we can have a better outcome. So it's going to be divided up into two sections, and the first one is annoying, isn't it? Yeah. Turn the alarm off. That's the first thing we hear every morning when we wake up. Well, that's probably why we wake up, is because we hear this alarm. So we have been taught that we need to get a job because we need to make a living, we need to pay for our cars, we need to pay for our houses, we need to pay for food, we need to pay for our iPhones, we need to pay for our Google phones just for equal, access. And then, there's all these things that we have to pay for. So when we start thinking about a job, what we begin to think of, it's the thing we have to go to so that we can live. And that's really kind of a messed up, skewed way, but it is the way that we've been taught. We've been taught that we have jobs to make a living. A job so that we can create money to invest in something that makes money for us. And we call this making our money work for us and not us for our money. So we've been taught this in our society. We've been taught it in school. I'm sure maybe your parents taught you this. And that's what really was wrong, because there's so many people that go to work and they do not like their job. The alarm clock goes off and they hear that annoying sound and they go, oh my God, I gotta go make the donuts, got to do the work that I do. Now, lucky for me, I absolutely love what it is that I do, but it's not what I do that I'm looking to make a living by. It's the money I make from that I'm looking for an opportunity to turn it into a way to make money for me. For me personally, that is in real estate. So now that you know that we need to treat our jobs a little differently, look at it in a way that is about creating financial opportunity, not finances to support us. So it's a little twist. It's a little look around in that, if that makes sense. So let's move on to part two, where we're talking about how can we change this path? How can we get ourselves into the place where we can become more financially free and better suited financially? But the second part of this is getting your life in order. Nobody gets to succeed or have great things happen to their life if they operate in chaos all the time. So if you're operating in chaos, it's time to get things in order. Yeah, ducks in a row, all that kind of stuff. Get out of your consumer debt. I am completely out of consumer debt. It took me a little bit, but I'm completely out of my consumer debt. And a consumer debt that you definitely want to get rid of is a consumer debt that is a liability. A liability means that it takes money out of your pocket and doesn't put money into your pocket. If you're allowing your balances to go from month to month on your credit card, they're charging you anywhere from 21 to 27. I don't know. It's crazy right now. But anyway, so you are paying interest on those monies that you're allowing. So in other words, you're giving the credit card companies the money that you work for at the job you work at, and you don't have that money to invest or to make money for yourself. So get rid of that stuff. Free up that money so that when you go to work, you have that money now to do something with, something to move your life forward. So get out of all of your consumer debt, your car payments, your student loans, your charge cards, whatever it might be, your television, your furniture, whatever it is, get it out of there. Move it out. Move the debt out. You can keep the chairs if you pay it off. The next one is to get on a budget. Now, I know we don't like budgets. We kind of really hate budgets. Like, okay, I got to write this down and it's going to tell me I have to do so. Nah, you're the one making the budget. So a budget is you telling your money what it's going to do for you. You know what the amazing thing was when I did my first budget? I thought, how do I make this much money? I have this much money according to this budget, and I have nothing to show for it. Where in the world does this money go? And that's when I begin to find out where my money went, is when I created a budget. And a budget, all it does, it helps me stay on task. Because if you're going to have money in order to invest in something else that's going to make money for you while you sleep, that's pretty cool, right? No more alarm, right? Okay, then you need to have some extra cash that you can throw someplace to do it. Me personally, like I said before, I'm looking in real estate. So I want to have enough money that I can begin to do some investment real estate, and I'm going to need to have that cash coming in. Right now, the best way that I have it is my job. So I need to free that up, live below my means, and have all that much more money to work with. Did you know a recent survey in bankrate.com, I think it was, said that if a person had to come up with just $400, even if it was Mickey dollars, $400, that the average American couldn't come up with $400 for an emergency. They would either have to put it on their credit card, borrow it from a family member, borrow it somewhere, but ultimately go into debt. If $400 stood between you and a catastrophe, then something called an emergency fund is exactly what you need. An emergency fund is cash that's set aside and does not go on a credit card. It's not a loan. It's literally real Benjamins, not Mickey Mouse Benjamins. So that when you have a situation, like unexpected event that happens, that you have a fund to go to, and it's not called, paycheck, payday loans. It's called go to your own loan, get it out, and you don't owe nobody anything except to put that money back so that you never have another problem again. So that's a budget. We'll talk more about budgets in another time. So now let's look at number 2. After you save money in your emergency fund, then you need to go and save for an investment. So continue to save, continue to put money. One of the things that my daughter does that I think is really, really cool is that every $5 bill she gets into her hand, she puts into a savings or puts it into a fund somewhere. I have a fund online. It pays 2.55 annual percentage rate right now, which is pretty good for a savings. The reason I have it as savings is because I need to get it out fast. I need a way that I could get it out fast. It's not tied up. It's not in something that's going to be there for 10 months or 12 months or 2 years or whatever. I just have it in that right now so I can get it out. And 2.55 right now is a pretty good deal. But anyway, I have a investment savings account, which means it's called opportunity account. Not investment like you're investing in the stock market, but this is a special account that I have set aside that I call my opportunity fund. So this is additional money over the amount I have in my emergency fund so that when a house comes up, because I talked about investments, I will be able to take advantage of that when it is a good deal. So the next part of that is have a savings account for your opportunities that are coming up in the future. Number 3, learn, 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 learn. Be the scholar and learn, learn, learn. We live in an incredible time in the U.S. and around the world where there is so much information just at the tip of our fingers. You just punch it into the computer or on your iPhone or your Google phone. I don't want to say an iPhone because you can get information just like that. You want to know the name of some group. You want to know the name of some actor, what movie he was in or she was in. It's just like that. But that information is also available to you in whatever thing you have interest in. I have learned so much about real estate investment from my YouTube mentors that it's just incredible. It's like a college education right here in my own office. So learn, 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 and never stop learning. Your school didn't teach you what you needed to know. Your college did not teach you what you needed to know. I went to a school and they taught me the basics, but they didn't teach me what I needed to know. They taught me only what I had to know. So now from this point on, I have learned more being outside of that school than I did inside the school. So never stop learning. Number 4. Be in control of your money. Don't let your money control you. The budget is part of that because you're going to know where your money is going and you're going to know what you're doing with your money. So when you're in control of your money, you tell your money what to do. It doesn't tell you what you need or have to do. So when I say be in control of your money, that means you're the master of your money, not your job, not the people around you, not the bank, not the credit card. You are in control of your money. You get to decide, even in your budget, through your entertainment. Yes, I'm going to the movie on Fridays because that's what I decided to do with that little extra 12 bucks, 15 bucks, or whatever it is now, to go to the movies. And you are in control of your money. So every month, you tell your money what to do. Don't make your money tell you what to do, because it will lead you around to an endless, you will never have anything that you really want to have. So when you are in control of your money, you are the boss. And those are the 4 steps that you need to take in order to turn your job, which you're going into to work and make money, so to take your job and turn your life into an opportunity. All of these things that I told you, it just gives you more cash. It gives you more money that comes back into your pocket. Then your job sort of becomes an asset and not a liability, because at your job, that's where you pay the highest taxes at. I just encourage you, today's opportunity for you is to go online and find out all of the wonderful things that people are doing. Real estate investment, selling online. They are starting different things and writing books and all sorts of things. YouTube people making loads of money from all of their videos. But you have an opportunity. Go check it out. Whatever your passion is, whatever that you would really like to do, there are things that you can do, but you're going to need money to make that happen. And then that money invested will give it back to you. And then you will have an income that you didn't go 9-to-5er for. Thank you so much for being a part of the first Upthought Financial. Comment below, hit that like button, and just join in on the conversation and tell me what your thoughts are. Thank you again. This is Michael Clopton for Upthought Financial, and I'll see you for episode 2.